Yo, 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 yo. I'm
Easy. Easy. Sorry, we had these things just for those in Kilburn when we used to come to people's houses.
yeah,
Like my mate Bobbit and Richard Paul. They just go, whoa, oh, at the window, whoa, oh, yeeta,
that
my
is so
love.
funny, man. That is
What
so
the hell is what?
funny.
Oh, yeeta, yeeta. Anyway, go.
That is nuts. Yo, I'm Superman Batman. Not easy.
Yeeta. And I'm Steve Austin.
This is the Air It Out podcast.
Yeah,
So,
man.
yo, we got another subject here, man. And again, I have been freaking itching to do this one, man. This brings up a lot of memories. Do you know that? Proper itching. Okay,
Hold on,
here's the real question, man. And it might make a few people
making enough
uncomfortable,
noise.
right?
It's
Might make a few
my
people.
daughter's.
Oh, that's bad.
Tongue was this. That's my scratch.
That's bad.
Good.
That's
Good.
bad. What is that? A new mark?
You know,
Scene.
crossfade and everything.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like
Good.
stuff
Good.
like
Sorry,
that, man.
I'm
Okay,
interrupting.
okay. Here's the real question, and it might make some people uncomfortable, man.
Go for it.
Why does UK hip hop still feel like it needs permission? Why does it take an American cosign for UK artists to be seen as world class? You know, today, what we're asking is that validation or is that insecurity?
It's the lightsaber. I'm messing around. Go on.
Yo, let's hear this out.
Yeah, man.
Ah, let's drop that. Yo!
And let all the fly skimmers feel the beat.
Yo, yes.
Yeah, boy.
Yes, Steve A. She. Wah, wah.
Validation. Luke, I've come
Luke,
for
you
you,
will
Luke.
give me validation.
Steve Austin, I've come for your neck.
Enough
Yo,
fighting around. Enough
man.
fighting around. Come on.
Okay, man. Look, man.
Okay. Okay.
So, hip hop was born in the US. That matters,
Yeah,
right?
I guess so. And that's about it.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know what I mean? But one of the things is those origins ownership forever and
Nah,
respecting roots. I get it, but this hierarchy thing, man. Yo, Steve A, man, what's your thoughts on this shit?
mate. You don't have to be an arsehole. You don't
Mm,
need to be. Luckily for me,
mm,
the people who I know from the US who are I can class as friends in hip
yeah,
hop are good people.
yeah.
But I have seen some people act like assholes, like literally
Mm,
assholes, where you want to say to them, "Yo, here's some toilet paper. Go wipe your ass. You smell like
mm.
shit." Do you know what I mean? It's like, or take
You're
a
not mincing your words in any of this,
no,
right?
take a polar mint, man. Need some mints. You're talking shit. You know what I mean? It's like,
Oh
you know what I
man,
mean? It's
that's
like,
crazy.
and the thing is,
Crazy.
and for me, and I guess being that titan, that bigger dude,
Yeah,
they're lucky. Some of them still got jawbone that they can still rap because some of the things I've heard people happen to them. If that happened to me, you come to my land
yeah,
and try to
yeah,
bat it up. I remember that time Lords of the Underground tried to bat it up
yeah,
outside a story or whatever it was.
yeah.
When their jawbone got to one side and stopped batting it up, trust me, these five fingers helped to that one. So that's what I'm saying.
We don't
But
know what go down in these streets, man. In these
nah,
London, Birmingham, Manchester, Nottingham streets.
and Brummies don't ramp.
Thank you.
When
Yeah,
Buster right when Buster was supposed to turn up for Big Daddy Abraham's promotions, and
yeah.
I
I
don't know
remember
why
this.
Clint did it. My mate Clint thought he could imitate Buster.
Yeah.
Brummies weren't having it.
Jeez,
Tore up the
man.
venue. That ripped it apart. Like
This
venue.
happened twice though, didn't it?
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
remember when? Because I remember we were supporting Buster, right, for his
Mm.
first tour, right? But prior to that, Buster was meant to have done a show in the Forum,
Mm.
right? And I think it was Tim Westwood
Mm.
was the promoter.
Mm.
But then he didn't turn up. He didn't end up getting there.
I bet he
So,
got paid though.
Listen, the place got tore up, bro.
Yep. That happened.
Forum got
Yeah,
tore
I was
up.
there. Forum catch down.
Yeah, it
I
got
was
tore
there.
up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because
That was
everyone was getting amped, innit?
That was at Westwood at 279.
Was it two? Yes,
Yeah.
it was 279. Because I remember 279 was on the decks, right?
Mm.
The place got tore up, mate.
Yep.
Proper.
Yep.
Proper.
I remember that.
And it was all in papers and everything, man. How he mashed up the dance.
But the amount of
The
people
dance
who
didn't
turned
happen.
up. Yeah, amount of people who
Everyone
turned up.
man. Why would you not? It's going to be Buster Rhymes. The first time you're going to see Buster. Why
Well,
wouldn't you turn up?
It wasn't the first time. Remember, you lot, was it you lot who
Oh,
formed-
leaders. When we were there, we supported leaders.
Yeah, at that place in West End.
At,
This, how can you put Leaders of the New School on the same night as Pete Rock and CL Smooth?
Thank you.
Man was like, oh, where do I go? Oh.
Thank you.
Oh.
Right. If we weren't supporting, I don't know what we would have done.
The only reason why we went
probably
Pete
gone
Rock,
Pete Rock.
the only reason why we went Pete Rock and CL Smooth, two reasons. One, there'll be girls there because mans are going to be all doing that.
Lots of loving.
But
Lots of
yeah,
loving.
compared to it's just the
LONS.
case of that PT.
They
East
tore it
Coast
the
stomp.
F
I
up,
know,
though,
I
man.
know,
They
I know.
tore it
I
the
know.
F up.
But Pete Rock and CL Smooth, and I was vexed. I was vexed. Probably the worst show I've ever been to. 'Cause,
Really?
yeah, I'll tell you why.
Why?
You hear reminisce. Yeah. Oh my God. No, over you, my God. I don't hear man shouting into the mic. Let me reminisce. Like, you might as well hear Buster do that. I was like, why is my man shouting? The songs that you heard
mad.
CL rap smoothly over, I remember maybe the monitors were crap, but I was
Maybe
like,
the monitors, man.
I was like, no.
That
And
was
again-
that was
And again, going back to the original question, we accept this shit. They come
Yeah.
over, do a half-hour show. I always remember one of my favorite TV programs is a program called My Wife and Kids.
yeah.
And Damon Wayne, who plays a guy called Michael Kyle, his son wants to go to a rap concert. He goes, why? Why are you going to the rap concert? All they do is this. Yo, man, say the words. Hold the mic out. You're paying for you to say their words for them. Get out of
That's
here.
mad. That's madness,
mean?
man. And we used to see a lot of that. You know, the other thing we used to see a lot of was people playing the backing track with the vocals
Oh, Biggie.
and
did
rapping over the vocals, which was like, what? You never
Biggie-
saw any UK artists doing that.
that. Craig Mack and Biggie at Subterranean did that.
Oh, that's
When
terrible.
when Craig Mack did Flavor in Your Ear and you could hear the underneath. Rakim's done that
so
too.
frustrating.
Rakim's done that too.
Frustrating. I've seen a lot of artists do it. I've seen a lot. And
You're
you know
better
what?
off
You know
playing
what
the
makes
tune
us
and
feel?
and it's miming.
It just makes you feel like you're not getting the show. You might as well just play the track
Yeah,
and just say,
understand
"Oh
it.
yeah," and just yeah, yeah. That's what you might as well do. And that's the thing, like, you know, the narratives and the awards, the recognition, right, and the algorithm, right, all aims towards US. And you can understand it's a massive landmass,
On
right?
that, sorry, just a quick note. You said
Yeah,
something
yeah.
there that I got a point on. A wife just sent me this clip a couple of days ago. Busta Rhymes doing Annie Up and Put Your Hands at this venue, right? And they had
Yeah.
Usher on stage. You could hear him rapping,
Yeah.
and the mic's down here, and he's just doing enough movements. So he's miming the song, right?
Yeah.
But I've also seen Busta, the other side of it, when he's done Scenario at the Hip Hop Awards, right? And he's so hyper, it sounds nothing like him.
Yeah, yeah. He goes into like a ragga thing almost.
Come on.
Yeah, I
That's
know,
the other
man.
side that ruins it. Like, I was going to swear for real, like proper, like bleep. I don't want to get cut
You
off
know,
the ear,
you know,
but
you know
come on.
something. It is that kind of level of dominance, and I understand it. Right, it's
I
bigger
don't.
landmass than us.
I don't
Right,
understand
right.
it.
All right, let me frame the argument. Bigger
I
landmass.
disagree.
Right. Okay, I get it.
Sorry,
Bigger land.
sorry. We're gonna get those though. You know, we're gonna get.
But we are gonna get those,
Yeah.
right? Bigger landmass, the origins of the art form, right? You can't take that away,
You
right?
can.
Oh, okay, you can, but you know, I'm just framing it, right?
You being the advocate of the devil.
Yeah. And do you know what? That's a serious. That's like the origins of all things, right? So if you said reggae music in Jamaica,
Well,
if you said
let's see.
salsa in
Ooh,
in in
ooh.
in Latin America, in Brazil, you
Who's
know
your
what I
who's
mean?
your favorite MC?
Oh gosh, man, I hate that question, man.
Well, let me just say, put it this way.
I'll tell
All
you,
right,
I've got a few favorites.
all right,
Yeah, let's just say one of them, Andre 3000.
okay. So he's probably from America. But then you look at Q-Tip, Montserrat, Fife, Trinidad,
Yeah, for real, for
Buster,
real, for real.
Jamaica,
Buster,
Biggie,
Jamaica.
Jamaica, Flash,
Yeah.
Jamaica.
What's
Um,
his name? What's that guy?
Bad Joey Badass, half St. Lucian, half Jamaican.
Joey Badass. Yeah,
You know
half
what I
St.
mean?
Lucian, half Jamaican.
Half of
Yeah,
there's
for real.
enough of these LL Bayesian. There's enough of these people who are prolific that aren't actually from their parents. You hear their parents speak.
Wyclef Haiti.
Yeah, you hear the speak. Yeah, go black. They're all speaking in Bayesian and things. You know what I mean? They're all speaking patois. Yeah, Gasson. You know what I mean? And that's their parents, and they're going at their.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Hard work. So
real.
when
That's
it comes
real.
to the
That's
United
real.
States, there's a few, but
Biggie,
yeah, I said that already.
Jamaican.
I said that.
Oh, sorry, man.
And
Yeah,
his mum still sounds hard yard. You know what I mean?
that's what I'm saying, man.
You know what I mean? So America. mm, mm. But don't get me wrong,
Look,
there are
man,
some.
I could see there's a thing. Okay, all right, here's another switch up on this, right?
Mm,
The accent, authenticity, right? UK accents were once mocked. Yeah. I remember when Slick Rick first came out and everyone heard that voice, that almost like transatlantic Cockney slang vibe.
mm,
And people were like, whoa, this sounds crazy, but I like it, right? Almost like a code switching kind of vibe, right?
mm.
You know, a question I have is like, who decides what real sounds like on that? Do you know what I'm saying?
But
Do you
who
have to
has
change your voice to be heard,
who?
or who you speaking for?
But who has to decide? There's no. Just be you, right? The people who make that decision ultimately are them dumbass, weak ass record labels, and half of them weak ass record labels are people who had no talent anyway.
You
It's
ain't
like
missing your words on any of this shit
no.
today, man.
It's like the police. Half of the police were bullied at school. They were weak ass people who got bullied at school. So they put on a badge and a truncheon to make themselves feel strong again. But you're still gonna get beat up. You're still gonna get your face cracked, head crack, head crack.
I
I don't
got
care.
head
I
crack.
don't care what your uniform you wear. You get your head cracked. The same with the label people. You were a shit MC or a shit singer or a shit DJ, but all of a sudden you get your foot in the door of the record label. Oh yeah, I'm A&R. But you're suffering now because everyone's doing their own thing. Big labels don't. No one wants to go to big labels. Who wants to sign the publishing away for pennies? No, no,
No
thank
one
you.
now. No one. Especially now.
And the thing is, half,
Especially
but
now.
then a lot of people have been donkey work and selling to like things like Spotify and shit. I get you get your pub, you get out there,
Yeah.
but for the amount of you think you have to got to sell like something like 30,000. You got to do 30,000 streams to get the same price as getting one MP3 sold. So if an MP3 is 79p, it's like 0.006 pence for every stream.
Which is some BS, man.
Bullshit. I'm
BS.
gonna say as it is. Bullshit, Mr. Handman. I'm
Bullshit.
coming off this island.
because you're right, man. That level of like, you know, business, just call it business. The business, right? Is something that, we recognize, particularly with black music. I won't even just say hip hop, black music.
Yeah. I've never ever pandered to the Americans. I don't give a crap. You know what? I've gone to there because it's been the Mecca, like when Jesus Christ was born, whatever. You go to
you go to the place, you go to
Bethlehem or
the
Jerusalem, one of them things there. I
yeah.
went to New York. I went to the Bronx. I went to Fordham Road. I went up to the north. I went to the I went down the Battery near where you know where the Staten Island ferry is.
Yeah.
Around the corner from there is the amphitheater from Wild Style.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I've been all on place.
So you've been all that. You paid homage.
I even went to Canal
You
Street.
done the homage. You
My
done Mecca.
territory for
You done
Gold
Mecca.
Yeah, I've done it.
You done Mecca.
Cool Keith said Canal Street. I went to Canal Street. Right, enough gold, enough fake Rolexes. You know what I mean? I've done it. But it's for me. It's just yeah. But it will never ever outshine me. Say, oh yeah, America, oh masters. No,
Nah, it doesn't work
no,
like that. It doesn't work like that at all, man. And this is almost like it's like a psychological hierarchy. Yeah, that you've got to be able to get this validation. The Black British identity versus the African American identity. You know what I mean? Sometimes, that co-signing, isn't about the music, and it's all about permission. And I, like yourself, have never kind of pandered to that.
Mm.
Look at when I always used to think of it like this. You have people that come and do a show, right? But it's a level of disrespect that sometimes you used to see from some of the artists that framed your representation as Americans coming to the UK. And I always used to remember looking at them sort of thinking, I don't know whether they thought that we were kind of soft or some kind of like, oh, all right, mate, want some tea? We're really too polite, kind of that, sir, kind of vibe, until they get the tooth broke. You know what I'm saying? Until they come across hoods. Yeah. And I'm not putting that out there for the violence of this. I'm just trying to show that same disenfranchisement that happens in the ghettos of America was happening over in the UK too.
So as you probably were watching me, I was probably had my head down a bit as I was doing a bit of research here, right?
Word.
In the UK, there are 2.4 million black people.
Whoa.
2.4 million black,
That's
not Caribbean or African.
That's such a small number.
2.4 million black people. In the United States, there are 51 million black people.
So that alone, right? That alone frames the argument.
The fact that the blacks in America can come to the UK, take it over, and leave the UK black with not a white person. Remember, there's 50-something million people in the UK. That 51 million come over here, hey, get out. And just live in it. Hey, it's the UK, man. So there's black in the Union Jack.
That's mad. That's mad.
I mean, the
that
Union
is mad. That is a crazy concept.
So you think about it. So when we are trying to compete, and of those 51 million Americans, how many MCs, rappers, singers, DJs are there that we, the English, are trying to compete against to get heard against?
Do you know something? That's actually a really good segue for what was going to make my next.
But before we do that, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment.
Yeah, press them buttons. Ding them bells, man. We need that. We need that. And in the future, we're going to be working on a lot more content and bringing in potentially some really good guests, man.
Oh, I spoke to her on a Saturday. She said she's up for it.
Woo! Okay, we're not even gonna expand on that. You know what I'm saying?
No, leave it out.
Not until
we won't hear that out yet.
But that was a good segue, man, because right, I'll tell you when the US co-sign I feel makes sense, right? Like you sometimes can build collaborations across the water. I remember when Ty did it with De La. You know what I mean? Ty, God rest his soul. That kind of exchange of ideas type stuff and mutual respect, not just chasing clout, but just mutual respect. There's a track that I think that I heard with just from a singing perspective, Omar and Erykah Badu as an example. And when you know that these people are friends and stuff like that, it just adds a whole different energy, I think the problem isn't about collaboration. It's about this over dependency on getting the cosign. I don't agree with that. Artists are artists everywhere, and funny enough, and I find this really, really interesting. There's more American artists that have done collaborations with non-English speaking artists, particularly in France. There's so many tracks I've heard with like American artists from Wu-Tang, Nas, all of that doing tracks than they have done with their English same language enough speaking counterparts.
All I'm gonna say is that they didn't really care about us.
And this is it. And I think that has framed, right, the youngers in this game, like people who are doing grime drill, UK rap, not wanting to even get on that line too much and keeping it blighty all the way. You know what I mean? And at some point, they must have asked themselves, like, why the fuck are we going to do that?
I just can't get rid of that.
Listen, we had that episode. We had that episode, man, we had that episode. I don't know where you're getting all this madness from.
When you watch them kids that rapping, mum's house, and it's all stiff.
Those are the ones that are getting into the vibe, man. They're getting into the vibe. You know what I'm saying?
But the vibes,
They're riding the horse.
the vibes in it like a yeah, exactly. They're riding the pony. Whose song was that? She rides the pony.
Oh man,
She rides
listen,
the pony.
man,
The Tough
such
Crew.
disrespect, man.
Sorry,
Such disrespect.
big up
Listen,
my
man.
UK MCs.
This is it. We left that on that other podcast, man. We said we weren't gonna dig that one up again, man. After listen,
we're getting cussed for being old by these young kids, anyways. I don't give a shit, man. It's all.
it's true, man.
Remember when we was
It's
at school? We used to go, your mum, your dad, what, your dad? We cussing,
That is so
cussing,
true,
cussing.
man. That is so
The dozens,
true.
as the
That is
Americans
so
call
true.
it. So you know what?
the dozens,
Let's
the
pay- let's
dozens,
pay-
and the
yeah.
dozens.
Yeah, man.
But yeah,
Anyway.
you know, it's definitely something that we saw. I think it's changing a little bit. I think there's because of the globalization of music. Music isn't just so localized anymore, right? Music can be accessed on your phone, in your car, you know, anywhere now. Do you know what I mean? On your computer, on your iPad, whatever.
You know what?
what I'm saying?
I get more joy, and this is not really the right word to say, but I feel better when I see a Idris or I see a James Samuel. You know, I see a UK artist or UK like Bashi or them mans that I see Akala. I
Yeah.
feel more wow, yes. Then if I see Jay-Z, I'm like, okay. I mean, it's like,
Just that. Do you know what? I think that's true for myself as well. I get more excited. This morning I sent there was that new track by I'm gonna pronounce his name terribly, man. I think it's Koji Radical. He's got a track with Rhapsody. This is where I'm talking about this collaborative
I was
thing
watching it just
called
now.
Big,
yeah, I was watching
called
it just a
Big.
minute ago. Yeah.
bro. And the track is dope, right?
Sound featuring Koji Radical.
That's it. That's a big up Sound, man. I think he's like a French artist, right? And he put this track out with them two artists on it. And I thought, wow, just the collaboration, the sound and the music and the lyrics and I was like, this is dope. This is dope. I heard the Rhapsody verse coming. And there's another thing. Whenever I've seen an American artist drop a feature verse in a foreign territory place, it's been some lame ass lyrics. Lame ass verse, like their weakest verse that they decided to spit, right? Rhapsody brought it. So big up Rhapsody, man, on the track, man. Big with them, man, there. Because she killed it. She smashed it as well. Yeah. She was coming with the venom,
Love
right?
Rhapsody.
And I love a Rhapsody track, and I loved her for doing that, right?
Wicked.
But I remember that I've heard too many tracks when MC comes from the States and they drop some half-ass verse, man. It's disrespectful and rubbish. No one respects it.
All right. Easy, bro. Easy. Look
Look at
eat
my
the
chops.
mic. I couldn't hear it all because your lips moving. But you know what?
The big chops.
There are two MCs though that I remember meeting them and talking to them for a bit, and I was like, "Raw,
Yeah.
you're cool," you know. One was Chuck D,
Chuck D, come on, respect to
Talking to
D,
Chuck.
man. He's dope.
Uncle Chuck. He's like, "Boy, he's 10 years older
He's
than me."
just a different league, bro.
Yeah, he's 10 years older than me, so he's like, "Boy."
Yeah,
But
man.
one day, I remember I was with an ex girlfriend. Oh, I think we have those. We're in JFK coming home,
Yeah.
and I'm in the queue, about to check in, and a guy comes up to me and goes, "Yo, up rock." I turn around, and there's a guy in a fur coat,
Yeah.
you know, cowboy boots,
Yeah.
cowboy hat, name buckle belt.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it was for a munch.
No way.
Goes, yo, man, I want to thank you guys, man, for the show we did was it a couple months ago at the Westbury. Boogie Blind, his DJ was playing, and he turned up as well and MC'd for us. And he goes, yo, up rock. And at the time, the person I was with was like, she was like, what, is that fair remark? Yeah.
yeah. This happens to me every day, man. You know what I'm saying?
But he was off
My
to
usual.
Texas, and I bumped into him twice. I was mad because I saw him 2 weeks before. There's a juice shop where they make juices in Harlem, and he was there. And I went, "Yo, man, what you saying?" I went, "Yeah." But he was in a rush, and the irony was 2 weeks
wow.
on my way back to London. He's in JFK as well. I go, "Yo, up rock." I was like, "Yo, go. And
That's crazy.
We chatted for like an hour and a half before his flight to Texas. No,
But do you see when this is when you know there's the love and that connection between that Atlantic thing, and there are those that exist. You know, big up to all those artists. You know, one of my favorite people on the planet is Skeff Anselm. We know
he gets
he's one
props
of our
too.
favorite people, right?
Yeah,
and has
Dominican,
remained
right?
Dominican. See again, Dominican, man, Dominican, and again, you know, someone who's remained a friend for nigh on 30 years. It's going to be this year. 30 years.
Big up to Steve D, the cut technician, the original X-Men crew with Rock Raider, Mr. Swift, and Rob Sinister.
Woo!
Come on.
Another legend. People who are beautiful people.
And at the time, Steve D was Teddy Riley's DJ, cutting up for Guy. And he's actually, he does the scratches on Jam, Michael Jackson's Jam.
Oh, okay.
And he was the last guy to win the World Supremacy belt. And he happens to be my brethren. See?
Bad boy.
He's cool though. He's wicked. Good guy.
Yeah. But respect, you know, there are those connections in the States. There are those connections where it makes sense. There are those connections. So we're not talking about everyone. So before people go, actually put your comments down there to say what your thoughts are on this. Because I know some people, they're going to be ragging this.
People, I think what it is with the connections, they want the connections because they want to make it big. So they think they can get an American connection. Oh, American cosign. Like, see how Estelle did it, I guess, when she went to John Legend and them man there and got big.
Yeah, true indeed.
Love. So, and then
she had one of the biggest tracks, man.
Marsha and Natalie and them lot. Flow Tree went out, boof. You know, blew up.
True indeed.
You know, so people are looking at that and thinking, oh, I can do that too. But you know what? The door doesn't always open.
But you know, it bro, this is the whole thing, man. You know, this isn't about burning bridges. This is more a question about power dynamics. Yeah, that we've grown up in the culture, seeing.
You never
and
start
growing
with
up
that,
in
man.
that culture from when we were young men up till now. You know,
you never start with that. You should have started with that first.
I was framing it, man. I was framing it.
You took your time, man. We got a minute left. You took your time. You want to run out? Go ahead.
But it's one of those, man. But okay, look, you know, UK hip hop has its own sound. It has its own slang, its own struggles, its own brilliance. Yet there still is this feeling that success isn't complete without American notices, unless America notices it, right? So, you know, until there's a co-signer feature, not an approval, then it doesn't get heard. So today, you know, I just like to just say, you know, it's something that I think we've kind of aired out in the sense of, you know, hip hop has a place in all places. You know, it isn't discerned by where you are, where you've been brought up. It's more what your voice actually is talking about. So yeah, man, I think
look at Lady LaShaw and tell me that she ain't bad. She ain't American. She's bad.
Come on, man. Come on. You know. So yes, you know, we have to honor our birthplaces. You know,
black MCs.
And
sorry,
edit. Collaboration is powerful, but dependency is limiting. So, you know, I think we aired this one out, man.
And it's done. It says 0000.
That's dope, man. That's another dope one.
No, is it still recording?